Second chapter continuation for this cell basic unit of life, and activities are there in this chapter. Most important as it is in 8th class. First activity is about observing human cheek cells. So usually observing in cheek cells means here we will understand that cheek cells inside our mouth, we will be having cheek, and that cheek cells we need to observe in this activity. So if you understand this, then you will understand about cell and its working. First we will read that what is there in your textbook. Observing human cheek cells. You may have already prepared a temporary slide on onion peel in the last activity. Now prepare a slide of your own cheek cells. So wash your mouth very cleanly. Take a wooden or plastic spoon, or otherwise a toothpick, or any soft spoon. Soft spoon we need to take, and or any plastic spoon, and scrap the inner surface of the cheek. For example, uh, inner surface of the cheeks will be there, we need to scrap it. After that, keep two things in mind. Firstly, wash the spoon properly before using it, and secondly, do not scrap very hard inside that, as it hurt yourself. Now scrap that you have collected, and put that scrapped material on the spoon whatever you collected inside the mouth, and add it on a slide, and add a small drop of water. Then cover with the help of cover slip. After that, you need to observe under microscope. So if we put under microscope after focusing correctly, then we will understand that this picture we can see this picture. So same exactly will be there in under microscope. That means inside our mouth, how many cells are there, like that it will appear under the cheek cells. While brushing, many cheek cells will fall down in the water, and again daily it will be producing, as you will eat pulses, you'll eat meat, egg, fish, like that. So from these all foods again cells will be formed. So here you can see what is the cheek cell here, and this is the drawing of the cheek cell. Here you can see three parts: first part, second part, and this third part. First part is called as cell membrane, second part is called as nucleus, third part is called as cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a jelly like substance. Nucleus, it is the control center of the cell. Cell membrane is the covering between other cell. That means it will protect from other cell contents to enter into the another cell. So this is what about human cheek cell activity. We need to take a scraper, and inside our mouth we need to scrap it, and that we need to put over a microscopic slide, and then we need to add a drop of water, then put a cover slip like this, then focus under microscope, then we can see the image. This one, next one, how this process was produced, we will call this person, he discovered nucleus. This person name is called as Robert Brown. So what is this person here? Very important is there in the history of biology, as the cell was discovered by Robert Hooke, but a nucleus was discovered by Robert Brown. And these two persons are not relatives, they are not relatives. So name only matched, but they are not relatives or even friends also, they are new to both. And we'll just see here the observations of the scientist named Robert Brown in the 17th century here. In the 17th century, Robert Brown have made a significant contribution to our understanding of the cells. And another major different is that parts of the cell also we have known that. So what are the parts of the cell here? Cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus. And most of the cell part was known by the Robert Brown by his discovery by the time of 17th century to 18th century. He lived between these periods here, 1773 to 1858. And after that, it was generally believed that Felix Fontana, one more scientist here, Felix Fontana, in the 1730 year he lived, and from that 17th century, and few other scientists first saw the nucleus in the epithelial cells, the outermost layer of the animal body. That means first, before to this person also, there is a Felix Fontana scientist here. This scientist also seen cells for the first time in animal cell. That means animal skin will be there here. From the skin, epithelial cells are present. So from that epithelial cells, then this person has observed the cells. At the time it was not that much clearly given, but the credit was observing for the nucleus in different kinds of cells and recognizing it was an integral part of the cell. This was the actual credit goes to Robert Brown only. He only given clear idea about the nucleus while observing the cells in the epidermis of orchid leaves. Some orchid leaves will be there like this, very decorative leaves will be there. So in that also some scientist Robert Brown observed that circular spots are there, and these circular spots are opaque. That means here they are very hard to see with the light. And after that he noted similar structures were present in other cells also. Then this Robert Brown claimed that this is probably the nucleus. So in which cells orchid plants he has seen. And Brown claimed that this Robert Brown claimed that this structure is important and integral part of the leaves or the plant or the leaf. And then after 18th century, that means after 1831, there is a gap of around 180 years between the first observation of that and last observation of the nucleus here. Though in very olden days, 16th century only nucleus was observed, but clear information was given in this year. There was a much gap about that. Remember that here nucleus was discovered by Robert Brown. And here this was the first image which was seen by the Robert Brown here. Cytoplasm here you can see stomata, cell wall, nucleus in case of orchid leaves. In orchid leaves he observed first time. Nucleus, for nucleus purpose only he observed. Everywhere can you see here dots observed. So these dots will explain about the nucleus which are present in the orchid plant. And this will also help, this stomata will help in exchange of gases. How we will breathe with the help of nose. So this will act like a nose of a plant. So for a plant, a nose is stomata. They will exchange the gases. They will intake gases, carbon dioxide, oxygen, carbon dioxide, like that. Again, fourth activity is there here to observe the nucleus in onion peel. Very important here, most important. First we need to take the onion here. Onion usually it will be available at our homes here, and we need to take that onion and we need to take a piece of the onion and then peel it off. A small membrane will be getting here, and that membrane we need to just put a cover on a slide, and this is a small membrane you need to put over a slide. After that 1 to 2 drops of saffron in solution will be there, orange color solution will be there, or blue color solution will be there, or red color solution will be there. Any color we need to add 1 drop here. After that we need to place a cover slip, round cover slip will be there, which will be available in case of bookstall. Then after that, if needed, 1 drop of water must be added. Excess water, if it is fallen on the slide, means you need to clean with the help of tissue paper. And then we need to focus this under microscope. After putting under microscope, you can see this picture. Let me magnify this picture here. Nucleus, cytoplasm, cell wall. As they added methylene blue here, and the color is observing like that. And this is the activity most important, that cells are having nucleus. So which plant we have taken here? Onion we have taken. What we have done, a small layer we have taken and kept under over a slide. After that we added methylene blue solution, then we focused under microscope, then we got this bigger image. So here you can see cells in the onion, how neatly arranged here, very closely. Here you can see here how closely are there. So these are all what here? Onion cells. Usually daily onions will be added in curries here. So you might have not seen that cells here. Here you can see daily we will just take onion in the form of curries here. And this part is most important, nucleus. With the help of this only onion will grow day by day. These are what called as nucleus here. Next topic is about observing about nucleus in the cheek cells. Observing about cheek cells means here, if you remember here, cheek cell activity we discussed here, same that activity only again given here. Understood? But here we will discuss about nucleus and in depth of that. So questions are the questionnaire. What structures are observed in the cells? In the cells we observed nucleus, cytoplasm, cell membrane. 3 cells we observed. Did you see a tiny dark spot in all the cells? Yes, we have seen tiny dark spot. This one. This part is tiny. Are they located in the center in the both cells? Yes, they are located in the center, or sometimes it is there far. What is the difference between a boundary of an onion cell and the cheek cells here? So boundary of the onion cell, it is that here onion cells, if you see, let me rub this all. Boundary of that onion cell, if you see, it is very thicker, very thick. But in case of cheek cell, the boundary is very very thin. Here very thin layer is there, you can see like water only, but here clear image it is there. That means it is having cell wall. Onion cells are having cell wall, but in animal cell, cell wall is absent, so that only these plant cells will be appearing very very harder to say. Usually here our skin will be very very soft. This is animal cell, now we can say this is animal cell and this is plant cell. So plant cells and animal cells are very very different here. Plant cells will be having about a cell wall, but animal cells does not have any cell wall. And plant cells will have a very hard structure due to presence of cell wall, but animal cell does not look very hard. So that only in schools old days teachers used to eat with a stick, as stick is made up of plant cell and plant will have cell wall, so that it will make very very hard. Pencils also very hard. Why? Because it is made up of wood which consists of cell wall here. And the next one here, we have a deep introduction of a cell membrane here. Outer layer of the cheek cell here, what we have seen, outer layer of the cheek cell is called as a cell membrane. Cell membrane. And this gives a accurate shape of the cell and also allows other cell contents into this main cell. And if in this cell any contents are exceeded, then it will push to another cell. And most importantly here, for plant cells another layer will be there here, it is called as a cell wall. But in animal cells it is absent. Animal cell only cell membrane is present. Plant cell, cell membrane and cell wall is present. You need to remember that. Understood? And this will help this cell wall will help rigidity. That means here for plants rigidity is important, stronger, which makes huge tree, you can see mango tree how it can stand alone. That means cell wall will make a rigidity, stronger part. Understood? And next one, nucleus is there here. In cheek cells we have seen a nucleus which is present in the center and sometimes at the corner here. Same like that in case of onion cell also we can see nucleus here. And surrounding this nucleus, what will happen here, jelly like substance which is called as a cytoplasm. Jelly like substance will be there, it is called as cytoplasm. Clear definitions will be there in your higher classes, 9th class. As of now 3 parts if you remember, it is important: cell cytoplasm, cell membrane and nucleus. These 3 if you remember, it is important. And cytoplasm, it is a heterogeneous material. Next, heterogeneous material means here it is not similar in all cases. Here they are different from different cell organelles, and there are having different parts within the cell cytoplasm. They are called as cell organelles here. So 3 things you need to remember: nucleus is present, cytoplasm is present, cell organelles are present in the cell. And very detailedly in 9th class we will discuss. As of now, what we in which chapter, the basic structural and functional unit of life is called as living body. So cell is called as the basic and structural unit of structural and functional units of the living body. This you need to remember. About nucleus we have completed, about cytoplasm we completed, about organelles we have completed. And if you see these all activities here, first onwards, cheek cells we have completed. About Robert Brown, who discovered nucleus, we have completed. About the Robert Brown's orchid leaves activity we have completed. And nucleus in the tip of the onion cells we have completed. And onion cells cell wall we have discussed about that. Nucleus we have seen here. And after that we discussed about the cell membrane and cell wall, how it is different, cell membrane and cell wall. Cell membrane is present in plant cell and animal cell, but cell wall is present only in case of plant cell we have discussed. And remaining whatever it is there here in your 9th class we will discuss.